with us the extraordinary osteopath and naturopath, Matt Wallden. And he's been sharing with us the 6 principles of health. We've touched on 5, and we're now at the final one, 6th, which is thinking right.
The other thing that I think is really useful to understand is that if you have a sense of purpose, which most business leaders do, of course, because that's why they've become leaders, because they've got a drive and a goal and a sense of purpose. What we know about that is that it actually reduces the stress on the body. And so stress in the body, the technical term for it is called allostatic load. And we can measure allostatic load using various tests that people would be familiar with, things like, measuring blood sugar, measuring blood pressure, measuring cholesterol, various things to see how much stress the body's under. And so if we measure people today, and one set of people have a purpose and a goal, and then we measure another set of people who have no purpose, they don't really know what life's about or where they're going. If we then measure them in 10 years' time, what we find is the group that have the purpose have a lower level of overall stress. Okay, so essentially by thinking right, by creating plans, by having goals, having focuses, having purpose in life, then that is what helps to reduce stress on the system, because typically we then make better choices so that we can actually meet our goals, so we can actually perform to our optimum. So we go to bed that bit earlier, and we eat that bit better, and we exercise that bit more, because we look after ourselves that little bit more, because we feel that we intrinsically have value and that our life intrinsically has purpose, because that's what we've done. We've set a purpose for ourselves. So that's an example of thinking right, and I know that's what your work's all about.
Exactly. So yeah, purpose equals performance, and
yeah,
the more meaning we have in our system, the more our life is full of meaning. And so that's what purpose is all about. Is it's the highest level of meaning a human being can have, and when we have that, then we have a meaningful life, and we operate from a place of high performance. So I couldn't agree more, mate. That's huge. And yep, the mind and thinking right. Every cell in our body listens to every thought that we have. And as Mr. Chopra says, if we want to look at our thoughts yesterday, we look at our body today. If we want to look at our body, and if we want to know what our body will be like in the future, then we look at our thoughts today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's basic. It's interesting.